I wanted to come on today and to just add a little point to the discussion. Some people have been slightly critical and totally warranted of some posts that I put up lately. The other day, I put up a post, and this is where I got some criticism. I put up a post, I put the wrong link in there, and I'm like, party foul, like party of one here. I'm so sorry that I did that. It was especially something that can be interpreted as divisive, a news about the president and things with science and weather forecasting, important information that I think a lot of your local meteorologists would be very interested in. And of course you too, because I think the weather impacts so many of us. We have a common interest, a lot of us, into knowing what is important with weather. And I put the wrong link in there. I put a link about the war in Gaza and just questions about stuff with the war. And I mean, I had meant to make 2 different posts, but somehow I must have got distracted or something, but that's not an excuse. I made a mistake. I own up to it. I will say though, I have a request. So some people had commented on that post and they're like, oh, you put the wrong thing in here or whatever. Some people being a little tough love on me, and that's okay. But I would appreciate though, if you ever notice something like that, and if you care, and I would appreciate if you cared, send me a direct message, because what happens is on my Facebook page, it's such a large community. I have hundreds of comments on it a day. Just the other day, I put a post up, just one single post, about 500 comments. Sometimes I get thousands of comments. And so someone was like, oh, you didn't see all the messages here? And I'm like, no one messaged me about it. I just had all these comments, but I didn't notice it until someone either tagged me or just something looked a little suspect, because I can look and see the comments. Of course, if I go to the post, I can read them there. But Facebook has a thing, and it's Meta program, which is the program where you can manage your pages, and in it, it shows you what people are saying, but it doesn't send you like a notice saying, hey, you made a mistake, or hey, this is a theme, or whatever it is. So I just had no idea, and I feel horrible to think about, like, I just had no clue. But I appreciate though for people who do happen to, I hate the way this video looks here because the shadows and stuff. I'm navigating a different time this day, so I got all these shadows going on here. Don't look. But I would appreciate if you do get a chance, if you don't mind, just send me a direct message and I'll go and get that thing fixed, because obviously I made a mistake. I want to own up to it for sure. So what I did is in that post, I put the links to both the things I was intending, the thing on the war in Gaza and the thing on the science stuff. So people now are in the know. But I feel bad because some people were like, oh, you're just so biased or whatever it is. You know, you're misleading people or doing things for clicks. And it's not the case, because I don't get paid to put links up from whatever news article. NPR, I think I put a thing from NPR. CNN, I don't do CNN that often because I think people have such strong feelings about CNN. I think CNN's fine. I post things from CBS and then our local stations from WIBW and KWCH because that's where I work. Makes sense to me, but I appreciate the feedback for sure. And if you're going to be feisty with me, I mean, sometimes I want to be feisty back, but I do deserve that criticism of at least putting the wrong link up, because that was my mistake, but I corrected it, and hopefully y'all appreciate that and we can move on. I don't think people are lingering on in it, but I would just appreciate though in the future if I happen to make a move like that again. And those are pretty rare. I feel I can't even recall a time where I put the wrong link, but yeah, just send me a DM. I'll get it fixed because I'm that kind of person. Whatever. But thank you guys for following the page. I appreciate the feedback, the good and bad. And I no hate to the people who criticize me about that post, because I did something wrong and it needs to be fixed. So cheers to getting things fixed and for growth and double checking things. I don't know what was going on when I put that post up, but obviously I was distracted to not notice the difference. So unfortunate, but here we are.